and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, September 20th, Erev Sukkos. Okay, one more halacha for you before Sukkos, and that is the special way that we do Netilas Lulav, the mitzvah of the taking of the lulav. Specifically, we're going to talk about the bracha here. Most commonly, brachas are made right before we do a mitzvah. Like you make the bracha on your tefillin right before you tighten it onto your arm, and other examples like that. Incidentally, I don't want to sound confusing, but Netilas Yadayim looks like an exception, but I'll just quickly explain it. There too, we make the bracha before we do the mitzvah. We have to wash our hands first because our hands are impure, and then right after we wash our hands, then we make the bracha before we complete the mitzvah. The completion of Netilas Yadayim is when you dry your hands. Okay, so there too, the bracha is made right before the completion of the mitzvah. At Netilas Yadayim, we make the bracha and then dry our hands, and that's consistent with the order of always doing the bracha first. Okay, now let's continue with our Sukkos law. So now on Sukkos, you need to make the bracha before you do the mitzvah. If you were to pick up your lulav, standing straight up, and your esrog, standing straight up with the pitum up, then guess what? You just completed the mitzvah just by picking them up. What are you going to do? Make a bracha now? After the mitzvah? That's not really appropriate. What else are you going to do? Make the bracha before you touch them? That's not so appropriate. We like to have the bracha real close to where the mitzvah is about to happen. Therefore, what we do is we take the esrog and the lulav, and we hold the lulav right side up, the hadassim and the aravos right side up, and the esrog upside down. So the mitzvah hasn't happened yet. Make the bracha, because we always make the bracha before the mitzvah, and right after the bracha, turn the esrog over so that the pitum is facing up. Now you are holding the esrog and lulav the way they grew, which is the proper way. So the bracha happened before the mitzvah, because first you did the bracha, and then you face the esrog right side up. Now, just in case a lot of you knew that, I have one smart question for you advanced people, which is, okay, so I turn the esrog over so that the pitum faces up, so that now I'm holding the esrog after the bracha the way it grows. Trick question here is, but doesn't an esrog grow with the pitum facing down? Go look at it, Google it. Look at any picture of an esrog tree and you'll see the esrog hanging by its stem with the pitum facing down. So why do we just say in our halacha just now that an esrog grows with the pitum facing up? Well, the truth is that was a trick question. You see, the esrog really does grow with the pitum facing up. It just flips over and hangs that way because it's heavy and the stem holds it on and the pitum's facing downwards. But when the esrog is first formed, the first bud of the esrog is the pitum. So it's the pitum always pushing its way up, 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 up. So we call it that the pitum grows upwards. The esrog faces upwards with the pitum upwards. It just hangs down because it's heavy. Okay, so the right side up for an esrog is pitum up, and we do that right after the bracha. I hope that made sense. I hope it wasn't too complicated. And now I want to wish you a very good Yom Tov. Now I'm in Baltimore. We're outside of Israel. We're, of course, keeping 2 days of Yom Tov, so I won't be able to give you a halacha again until after all day Tuesday and all day Wednesday, and I'll try to give you a fresh halacha Wednesday night going into Thursday. So good Yom Tov to everybody, and yep, see ya after Yom Tov. Bye-bye.